pack 2 more orders. Hey, as they call me, Miss Kelly. So it has been 5 weeks and since I've made a sale on Depop, and all of a sudden yesterday I made 2 sales back to back. Like they were one after the other, not even 60 seconds apart, and they weren't sales to the same person. Now, once upon a time, my Depop was popping. Like I was making sales almost as much. It was like my second highest selling platform. Like Poshmark is my first, and then it was eBay, and then all of a sudden eBay took a back seat and my Depop just started flying. So today I got really excited because I finally get to pack Depop orders. Check me out on Depop. My Depop shop is They Call Me Mrs. Kelly. It's the same as my Instagram name. But yeah, so let's just get into it. I made 2 sales. This one, and I just posted these. I just listed these a couple weeks ago. A week ago and 2 weeks ago. So one is going to Nebraska and this one is going to Montana. I always pack my inventory in like these Ziploc bags, and then I write an inventory number on the bag so I know where to locate the item when it sells. This way the bag keeps it nice and fresh. This is an old inventory bag because I no longer write the numbers on the bag. I have little stickers with numbers pre-printed on them. So this is a cute little Old Navy 100% cotton. Girls extra large size 14-16 cropped cardigan with these almost like puffy sleeves, and I love the pattern on them. When I looked it up, they called it patchwork. Like it's patchwork, cherries, hearts, and X's and hearts somewhere. Oh, right here, X's and hearts. I thought this was really cute. Now, most people wouldn't pick up Old Navy to resell, but I mean, look at the quality. It's 100% cotton. And I thought it was a fun, playful print, not just trendy, not just for Valentine's Day either. And this is why also you can't just go by the size on the tag, because yeah, this is a girl's extra large, but it can also fit a women's size small or an extra small, depending on how you like the fit. When I brought this sweater home from the store, I washed it in cold water, air dried it, and then took the listing photos and listed it. This sweater was getting a lot of attention on Vinted, so I'm surprised it didn't sell first on Vinted. But the Depop buyer snatched it up. I pack all orders in these plastic bags, self-sealing, to protect the item while it's inside of the shipping mailer, the poly mailer or box. Always put a nice little thank you sticker on the top to thank the buyer for supporting my business, because they could have went anywhere and they decided to come to me. And to remind them to leave a review. Reviews help small businesses a lot because there's so many of us out there. You don't really know who to buy from. I know I do this. I buy from who has the most reviews and who has the top reviews. So when you leave a review for something that you purchase from a small business or a private like Amazon seller or something like that, then you're helping them gain more customers because they're building trust with their customer base. Since I have 2 packages that are being shipped in the same packages, I'm going to label each one so I put the correct shipping label on its respective package. So this was sold on Depop. Well, they both were. So I write Depop and then I'm going to write hearts. So I know it's the heart sweater inside of here. When I print out the shipping label from my thermal printer, I will stick it right on top so you don't even see that. The next one that sold on Depop was this Everlane 100% organic cotton thermal tee, Henley tee. Everlane 100% organic cotton. Everlane is a sustainable brand. They always use the best materials and they can be quite pricey. So if Everlane is not in your budget new, feel free to shop resale. Every once in a while, I do find good Everlane and I list it quickly. And again, this was washed as soon as I brought it home in cold water. And this was hung to dry. After items are washed, I inspect them, make sure there's no stains, holes, rips, tears. I especially check like the armpits around the collar. And then I do another check again before I ship out the item, just in case I missed something. Because if I did, I would message the buyer, let them know, hey, I noticed there was a flaw that I didn't see before. Would you like me to ship out the item or would you like to go ahead and cancel the order? 99.8% of the time, the buyer still wants the order. Maybe they want to see it in person. If it doesn't work for them, they can return it because I do accept returns on most items. But a lot of the time, they keep the item. They end up keeping the item and I get like a 5-star review. So yeah, I've had a 5-week dry spell on Depop. I don't know, maybe because my sales on Poshmark and Mercari actually have been through the roof. Mercari has been my number 2. It's been Poshmark, my number 1 always. Mercari is my number 2. And eBay is my number 3. Vinted is my number 4. I get all of my overseas sales from Vinted. And Depop has just been my last one. It like goes in waves and cycles. So this is Depop. Make my little note. And I'll put Ever for Everlane. All right, so these 2 orders, I'm about to print out my shipping labels and I'm going to drop them off at the post office. If there is a long line, I will just drop the packages at the drop-off area. If there is no line, I do like to wait. There's only a couple people standing there to hand the packages to the postal worker at the counter and have the items scanned. Yeah. Because then the tracking turns up a lot faster. If you just drop the packages off, they don't scan them until they like load them up on the truck. And that can take like 24 hours. And that always makes me super nervous. All right, so that was my quick pack with me video. Celebrating getting sales back on Depop. Yeah, so follow me, Poshmark, Depop. My Poshmark is They Call Me Mrs. K1, the number 1. And everything else that I sell on Depop, Vinted, Mercari, eBay, They Call Me Mrs. Kelly is the same as my Instagram. Follow me for weekly drops and for sustainable, fresh, curated clothing. Shop with me resale. Bye.